Thank you and hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I am so glad to be able to see you on today. Thank you for joining us for the Mom Live Show. Today, we are exploring how you can build a brand that speaks to your audience, from tackling the challenges of balancing motherhood and entrepreneurship to crafting consistent brand image. Our show will provide you valuable insights and actionable tips to help you take your business to the next level. So, whether you're a mom entrepreneur yourself or just interested in the world of branding, stay tuned in our show for fun information and inspiration. We are continuing the conversation about visibility and how you can be more visible in the community, how you can be more visible as a business in your community, around your audience, getting to know all the people that you want to reach, and really reaching out to them in a way that speaks volumes to them. You want to be able to attract your ideal client. You want to be able to have a business that really spotlights and highlights your expertise so that people can start to recognize you and start to really consider you as the go to person in your industry. So that's what we'll be continuing our conversation as we have on last week. We talked about visibility and branding. And so this week we are going to continue. And guess what? If you are joining us live and you engage in the comments, you'll have the opportunity to win a custom Mother's Day design that you can send to a printer, put on a canvas, or just print it for yourself, or you can actually give it to someone you love for Mother's Day. Let me show you a sample of what the mom portrait will look like. Beautiful, isn't it? And this will be something that you'll be able to put your own pictures in. We're going to collect those pictures from you, whoever is the one who is the most engaged and who is commenting in the comment field. You will be able to provide us with the three pictures that you would like to go into this frame, and then we will give it back to you. The colors also are interchangeable. So, this is just a sample of what it could possibly look like. You will have an opportunity to give us colors and pictures so that it can be personalized and customized either for you or for a mom that you would like to give it to. Thank you so much for that image so that you get an idea of what it is that we are talking about. And let me tell you how it's going to work. So you'll engage with comments, respond to my questions and requests, and I'm going to then just announce just out of the blue some type of hashtag or something for you to say. And when you put it in there during the live show, it will be captured and I will be able to take note of the first person to respond. Okay. Easy peasy. All right. So if you are, here's your first test. If you are here joining us live, make sure you put hashtag live in the comment field. All right. Hashtag live. And then tell us where it is that you are watching us from. All right. Those are your two instructions already. How about it? Look at that. But before I get too deep into what we are going to talk about today, how about I introduce myself? I am Rashida Green. I am the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching, the host of this wonderful Mompreneur HQ community, and the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy. And I help moms who are determined to gain time, money, and location freedom to start, grow, and scale online businesses so that they can grow and build the business of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And I do that through coaching, content, community, and now the Digimompreneur Academy. So thank you for joining me today. I am so happy that you decided to spend this time with us, whether it's hashtag replay or hashtag live. Thank you for joining us. Now, make sure that you get your pencil, pen, paper, or digital device so that you'll be able to take some good, copious notes today. Because for some reason, I got a lot of points today as we discuss our topic from diapers to deals, how mom entrepreneurs can build a brand that rocks. All right, we are going to be talking about a number of brand building opportunities to help you to rock your business branding and get your ideal customer looking at and not only looking, but becoming a client of your service, product, or service. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Go ahead, put hashtag ready. That's another instruction. If you are joining us live, go ahead and drop that hashtag ready. I am going to be looking at these comments and making sure that we have some engagement so that we can give out this wonderful, beautiful Mother's Day prize. I really think it's very beautiful. And like I said, you can use it, download it yourself. You can give me 3 pictures so grandma can get a nice picture of family pictures that says, Mom, I love you. Either way, it's going to be customized to your liking, and you'll be able to get that as a free gift for being actively engaged in our session on today. All right. As we go forward, we have to identify, and we've said over and over again that it is essential. Branding is an essential component that affects all aspects of your business from A to Z. To build trust with your audience, it's crucial to maintain a consistency in every part of your business, not just your advertising, your logos, or your colors. So, what we're going to do is discuss various aspects that come into play when building your brand. I know everyone seems to think that website, logo, fonts, colors, logo, fonts, and colors, that's all branding is, and it is not. There is so much more. And in order to be a recognized leader in your industry, you need to be able to show up consistently at all times. And somebody put hashtag consistency, because I'm going to be looking for the first person to put hashtag consistency in the comment field. All right. Your purpose is your brand. The purpose of your business is the reason it exists. It's crucial to figure out your purpose, as it will inform your decisions going forward. So whether that be product creation, what type of products that you're going to be putting out, the development of those products and your services, the delivery of those products and services, and then your customer engagement, how you engage will be based on your purpose. If you, depending on your purpose, that will determine all of these things about how you move and shake in your industry. An example of your purpose would be a sportswear brand that exists to inspire and empower women to be active and confident. Right? That's a very strong statement of purpose. And it does what it does so that women can be empowered, so that they can be active and still feel confident with this shoe, the sportswear brand. Another way is your products and services. Now, that should be something very simple to understand, that your products and services is part of your brand, right? All your products and services should be consistent with your purpose. Like if your purpose is a sportswear brand is to make empower women and have them be active and confident, to offer commercials that are pretty much body shaming is not in line with your purpose. So you want to make sure that your products and your services are consistent with your purpose in order to for it to become a solid part of your brand. Your offerings will be known for a long time after you're gone, right? You make this one business, this one product, and this one service, people will remember it a long time after you're gone. Whether it's a coaching client who remembers you and says, "Oh, she was the first coach that ever taught me blah," or if it's a product that you sell and they'd be like, I remember the first time I got this product. Those things are what people are going to remember long after you're gone. So you want to make sure that you've recreated a product that aligns with your brand values and your purpose. And think of this as an example: a vegan skincare brand that creates products made only from all natural ingredients to cater to customers who prioritize animal welfare and sustainability. Again, addressing what it is that they're saying is their motto, what they're saying is their values, and then actually producing products that align with that value or that purpose. So, what I'll be sharing with you as I go along are some of the branding strategy, or the brand idea behind the branding, and how these particular things line up with your brand. And then I'll provide you with some examples so that you have some real world examples of what these explanations of these points that I'm making. So far, I've given you two. One being your purpose is your brand and your products and services. And that example of the vegan skincare brand is so great because if you, and I think it's happened to a couple of businesses in the past where they say they're vegan or they say they're all natural. And then you look at the products and you find that the product container, what is it called? The information label, and find out that it's not all natural, or it's not, or it does contain some form of nut or beet or whatever the case may be. So it's very, which would make them look ingenuine and draws their integrity to the line, right? Say, oh, wait, you said. So you don't want to be that brand. You want to make sure that your products and your services align with your purpose so that you are on brand and on task. Now, something some people don't really may not consider is your pricing. Your price point is also another essential aspect of your brand. And think of it this way: are you a price leader, or are you exclusive and high quality, which costs a higher price? Think about that. People don't really think about that. If you're saying that you want to be this luxury brand and you're charging what they call it, champagne taste on a Coke bottle budget, but not in that term. That's saying that you have this high expensive taste, but then you don't have the money to back it up. But I'm saying you have this high value business product or service that you want to promote, but then you price it so low that people either take it as a joke or really question whether you're a luxury brand or not. You want to make sure that you are in alignment again with the purpose that you've set out for your business, service, or product. So think of it as an example. This is an example: a luxury watch brand that prices its products higher than most of their competitors to project an image that it's of high quality and exclusivity. Now, whether or not they're using the same parts from China is to be questioned. But however the way they promote themselves, the way they price themselves, the way that they present themselves to the world, it kind of determines how people look at them. So you're giving off these luxury vibes, and then you present this product or service that's luxury, and then it costs an arm and a leg. People are going to think, wow, that must be so much better than the rest of the competition because they're high price or they're high value or they're high quality. So again, staying in line and remembering that branding is not just colors, fonts, and logos. Okay. Branding is more than that. And these are just three of the points so far that I'm making to defend that claim that branding is more than colors, fonts, and logos. All right, so we're moving on. If you are with me, go ahead and put hashtag I'm with you. I'm with you. Hashtag I'm with you. I'm checking for the person that hashtagging I'm with you. All right. Number 4, we want to talk about your location. As businesses continue to move online, your location can be a YouTube influencer or a fashion influencer. Ensure that your location aligns with your brand and the audience you want to attract. Having a brick and mortar store and saying that you're a YouTube influencer may or may not be congruent. Why? Because you're saying you're a YouTube influencer, so your influence is online, not in a brick and mortar store. Now, if you already own a brick and mortar store and you happen to be selling whatever it is that you sell online, having that brick and mortar store doesn't make you the YouTube influencer. It's the YouTube analytics that get you those numbers that get you to be an influencer. So as a YouTube influencer who specializes in cooking tutorials, right? You're online doing these cooking tutorials and you choose to stay in the kitchen to project authenticity and authority in your niche rather than being at the local restaurant making your dishes. Is it still representing you as a cook? Yes. But how far would you go for the image that you want to portray for the business that you're looking to establish, right? Another one is your product packaging. We don't really think about that. I mean, we think about it more so now because product packaging is really a big business these days because it's not just a cardboard box or a plastic sealable envelope. These boxes are becoming more and more custom. They are beautiful. They come with this logo on the top, on the side, on the round parts. You open it up, there's text in the front of the box. When you open up the box, you have this coordinating tissue paper and a thank you seal. And when you open up the thank you seal, all of the items inside the box are packaged so perfectly and they match and things like that. So packaging your product is actually something that is really going to jazz up your business. And so it's part of your brand to make sure that it's in line with what you say your purpose of your business is and the brand of your business. So your packaging, your product cover image is an excellent place to insert your branding. Now, if you're doing digital, the same thing with your packaging. Well, no. If it's digital, your packaging could be the thank you page. You start there. When somebody buys something from you, what does your thank you page look like? Are you sending a delivery? When you send your delivery email, what does your delivery email look like? Now, there's nothing to say that it cannot be branded. But most people, when you give a delivery email, it says, here's your delivery, here's your free item that you download, or here's the item that you purchased. Thank you for buying. The end. You can actually brand that communication so that it's in line with your business brand. All right. Showcase your logos and colors and values, of course, in your product packaging. You want to do that. So you don't want to be able to express your care for the environment if it's actually a part of your brand. So an example of that would be a snack brand that uses biodegradable packaging to reduce its carbon footprint and align with their eco-friendly brand values. That is still being on brand. You're actually bringing the product packaging into the branding as a branding element for your brand. Another is your graphics and images. A lot of times we snag things off of Canva, Pixabay, and pick all these other digital or design, what do you call it? Design websites that provide you these things, but you got to think about them. The types of graphics and images you use on your content, your packaging, your social media, and anywhere else really should be consistent with your branding. So if your branding is for modern furniture, you may not want to go with vintage photos. Then because people are going to get confused. Wait a minute, she's a modern brand company, but all of the photos I see are vintage furniture pieces. Now, is she saying she's going to take these vintage pieces and turn them into modern, or what's happening here? That will create brand confusion. So the same with your graphics and images that you're using on your social media, that you want to try to make sure that they are on brand, so that there is no confusion as to what type of business you are. One example would be a graphic design agency that uses consistent color schemes and design style across all of their social media platforms, not just one. So we're going to do pink and blue on Facebook, and on Instagram, we're going to make sure we use the highlighter yellow and green. And then when we send something out on Twitter, make sure the colors that we use are purple and black. Like, no, we need it to all kind of flow together so that when someone stumbles upon your website and then says, oh, this is interesting, and they click on your social media, they're not like, whoa, taken aback that this the same person? What's happening here? All right. So we're gonna move on to the next one, and that's also your word choices. Now, I speak the way I speak. Hey, that's just how I roll, right? And it just so happens that I can do a little bit of everything when it comes to my speaking, because there's a such thing as code switching. But that's like my natural. I speak formally at times. I like big words at times. I learned them. And so they're like ingrained. And so sometimes when I'm speaking, just these words come out. And my husband laughs at me because every time he gets stumped on something, he's like, did you have to pick that word? And I'm like, that's the only word I know to say that. Right. And then sometimes in my newsletters, you'll see me in my formal voice. And then sometimes I'll stick a everybody in there or quote from a song. But these, you really do have to consider these things as part of your brand. Like, you want to teach yourself and others how to use certain taglines, keywords, and tone of voice that belongs to your brand, creating consistency for those who engage with your business. And one of the things that I have done previously was created a brand a brand's guide. And in that brand guide, it does have voice. Like, what are some things that are in my voice? And that is used for all of the communication. So when somebody's writing communications for me, they can look at the brand guide and see, okay, we're not going to use those type of words, whether that be fellas, Mompreneur HQ. I'm not really have a need or desire to say fellas to the ladies in the Mompreneur HQ. So being able to say, watch those words. I don't use vulgarity, profanity. So these are things that you will not see in my communications. That's part of me. That's part of my brand. And I want whoever's working with me to, again, use that same, create that same consistency with the words that I use in my communications. And so, and if, as an example, an online fitness coach who uses motivational taglines and consistent language to create an emotional connection with their clients and inspire them to reach their goals, that is someone who's using words like motivational taglines to convey the message that they want, and that's to inspire their clients to reach their goals. Another is how to treat people. How to treat people. How you treat your audience, customers, and others is always being observed by the public, whether you know it or not. So, consistently treating people with respect can make all the difference and become part of your branding. People will begin to know you by the way you treat people. An example would be a customer service focused brand that prioritizes active listening and prompt problem solutions to create a reputation for excellent customer service. And I'm telling you, you want to be known for excellent customer service, because if you have excellent service, your customers will come back. And if they don't come back, if you have a product that's a one and done product, then at least they'll refer you to someone else. Another is your experience and culture. These are things that are part of you, and they should align with your brand values. So it shouldn't be the other way around where you're creating values based on your product that you're selling, but it should be creating values based on you and your experience and your culture and the image that you want to project to your audience. All right. So let's do it for the culture. Let's go ahead and put an emoji. Let me know how you're feeling right now in the comment field. Drop an emoji to let me know how you're feeling in the comment field. Whether you're got the happy face because you're just happy to be live, or whether you got the flame because this here information is fire for your branding. Whatever it is, drop an emoji so that I know that you are here with me today. All right, an example of this experience and culture that you want to portray in your branding is a travel company that specializes in adventure tourism and creates an image of backpacking and outdoor experiences. You would believe that this is a travel agency that was going to do that, right? And see, that's the culture that they're promoting, that people get out, backpack, see the world, and experience these outdoor experiences. So that's something that you want to do. Now, look at further on down the line. We're now talking about your fonts and your colors down the line. Your choice of colors and fonts that represent your brand's voice, personality, and values create a particular theme or a mood, if you will, for your audience, contributing to the memory of your brand in the public's mind. You want them to remember you. An example of that would be a brand that uses bright, bold colors and modern looking fonts to create a fun and playful or youthful image. You can relate to that because that's the brand that they're presenting before you. So when you have the matching colors, it's awesome. If you have a company that's saying, oh, we love fun, we're fun, exciting, joy, and then they have colors like tan and beige, you're like, joy, I don't get joy from this. I might get peace, but not necessarily joy. So you want to make sure that your fonts and your colors, they do match. And then, of course, your business name or your personal name, if you're branding as an individual, becomes part of your brand. It becomes part of your brand, whether you're a business or an individual. It's essential to choose carefully as it will be well remembered by your audience. An entertainment news website that chooses a catchy and memorable name to appeal to a younger audience while still projecting a professional image can do so with the business name. So think about that. Is your business name memorable? because you want your business name to be able to be live long after you're gone. All right. And then we have another one, and we're talking about your business tagline. A tagline helps memorably brand. A tagline helps make your brand more memorable. The same colors, fonts, and imagery throughout your business, in conjunction with a successful tagline, helps people remember you. A hair care brand that uses a memorable tagline like "Get hair that slays," right? To make their brand more memorable and project an image of confidence, somebody's going to remember that. Get hair that slays. Okay. And then lastly, your business mission statement. Now, I saved this for last, but it's not technically last. You need to have that going all the way up, like I mentioned about the brand guide, so that people know what your mission is. We talked about purpose is number one, and we're ending with mission, but it is not the last on the list. The business mission statement informs all aspects of the branding process, branding your product creation, your marketing, and your promotion. So having a mission statement to direct you on decision making and how you walk out your business, right? If you have a mission, if your mission is to, if you're in the middle of a forest and your mission is to get out of the forest, you plot and plan all of your steps and directions to make sure that you're getting to your destination out of the forest. Well, it's the same thing with your mission statement. You are plotting and planning on ways to achieve your business mission and goals with the decisions that you make. And so that's why it's so important. And just think about one example, an organic food brand with a mission statement of affordable organic food to make healthy eating accessible to everyone. That is something that is a mission that you can, that a organic food brand can go after and really look to achieve and win. So just to wrap this up, I am talking about branding, and from diapers to deals, how mom entrepreneurs can build a brand that rocks. These are 13 points that I gave you, and 13 points to help you to be able to get your brand on, to learn that your brand is not just fonts, logos, and colors, but it is so much more than that. And to get you to think not globally, but think holistically, that your business is so much more than just what you think it is. And that's why it's important for you to get your business out into the world so that people can get to know you, buy your products or services, tell their friends about it, and you make money. That's why we in business. We may have come to the decision to start a business for other reasons in our own particular whys. But at the end of the day, a business is only a business if it's making money. So branding is about building consistency, which we talked about last week, into your business operations. And by consistently executing each aspect of branding, you'll kickstart insight into your business, competition, and audience, enabling you to create organization and systems to help your business run more smoothly. Branding informs everything and sets the stage for your business to have a hugely positive impact. So thank you again for joining me for today's show. And then one last point, I want you to put hashtag goodbye so that I can go ahead, get off of this call, and actually figure out which one of you are going to be the one to receive the mom customized mom portrait for Mother's Day. All right, so that's your last hashtag. If you have done so at the times that we requested, I will be able to look at all the persons who participated and select the person who is going to be able to get the prize. Now, there's one person who's been consistently showing up and who has won a prize in the past. I want y'all to give her some competition, y'all. Come on with this. Win this prize. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time.